Hey, what's up, everybody? We're down here at the Greater Lima Region Park and Amphitheater. It's the ribbon cutting day. Looks like we got about, I can't see the time.
I can. It's 1:06.
It's 1:06. We got 9 minutes till the ribbon gets cut. So we're going to get all that on camera, and hope you guys enjoy it.
Thank you so much, and welcome everyone. On behalf of the Lima Rotary Club, we are just so grateful to have so many people here sharing in such an exciting day. And this is a project that's really kind of been 5 years in the making. It all started with an idea back in 2017 from one of our fellow Rotarians and a community leader who has traveled the world. And along those travels noticed that there was one thing that many thriving small towns had in common: an outdoor entertainment space to gather for concerts, events, festivals, and more. Well, this visionary Rotarian approached the then club president, who happened to be a high school classmate — this is the beauty of small towns — and pitched the idea of a very conservative $200,000 stage surrounded by some green space in what was a more depressed part of town. Several things were lining up that made this the right move at the right time. The building of the Rhodes State College Boris Center, new businesses and restaurants coming to downtown, and a desire from those businesses already here to promote that growth. This location right here in the Central District extended the impact of Rhodes State. It revitalized a quadrant of the city that had become run down, and it tied together businesses south of the square to create a corridor of downtown entertainment and commerce. Together, these Rotarians gathered a group of about 16 community leaders and business owners who became a steering committee for a project that grew to be nearly $4 million. When this group began meeting with the arts community and understanding the needs and the wants, it became clear there was an appetite for a full-scale outdoor amphitheater and park. Just a few numbers. Of that nearly $4 million, 1.7 came from Rotarians and private philanthropy. $1.25 million from the state of Ohio capital budget. $800,000 from the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, and $475,000 from the city of Lima. And today we sit at a site that was standing room only, could possibly host up to 4,800 spectators. This amphitheater is fully funded. All that remains is the additional fundraising to support the sound, lights, and video board to make this space a destination for artists to perform. So it is my distinct honor to introduce the man that is the catalyst behind this project, the man with the vision 5 years ago, and the one who is responsible for what we see today, and that would be none other than Rich Rudolph.
Well, Leslie is a hard act to follow, but it has been a real exciting thing to see this finally open after now 5 years. It began with the Rotary Club, the foundation. Donated $150,000 to buy the first piece of property, and then it kept growing. And nearly now we have almost a little over half a block here. The Rotary Task Force, initially 16 people, signed a commitment with the Superior Credit Union to go after the other acquisitions. And so that took about 2 years. And pretty soon we got all the parcels bought. Howard Elstro and Mayor Berger were in position at that time. And it really took a little while to get them to understand that this would be a good thing for them to own. And Howard and Dave both engaged very well to help us make this happen. After that, their retirement, Kurt Niemeyer and the new mayor, Sharetta Smith, have engaged wonderfully as well and kept everything moving. Pat Beam of Beam Designs was a warrior for us. He was really a core to the design, and then brought in his associates from SPGB with his expertise was in the landscape, and they did the building. Both have been with us every step of the way. The city engineers, led by Ian Colai, were very instrumental in the construction phase of the project. Throughout the bid phase, the city guided us behind the scenes, and we decided upon Albeda Construction. What a great company to work with. They were on time and now have completed this beautiful facility that we see today. Fortunately, the weather was good, and we even worked well through COVID. Construction stayed on schedule. Our architect, the city, Ian Colai, Kirk Niemeyer, utility companies, electrical companies, and water, everybody worked well together so that we could make this ribbon cutting happen today. Most importantly, I want to thank the donors and the sponsors. 5 years ago, this was a vision, and we've been blessed to be supported greatly, including the business community, private citizens, the state of Ohio, led by Senator President Matt Huffman, and then Speaker of the House Bob Cupp, the Department of Natural Resources, and the City of Lima. Without all the donors, large, small, and believing that we can benefit from a park and amphitheater right in the heart of our city, this could never have happened. We cannot thank enough for those that believed in the Rotary Club to be able to build this. Many of our major donors will be joining us Wednesday for the Roast of the City. One family is not going to be able to attend, and Jan Hawk is coming up to speak a little bit of their donation, the Our Hale Foundation.
Thank you, Rich, and thank you for the opportunity to say a few words on this truly special occasion. For those of you who may not know much about me, here's a little background. I moved to Lima with my husband Jeffrey in 1985. That's the year he joined his family's business, Superior Metal Products, now known as American Trim. Jeff was the chairman of American Trim and a respected community leader when he unexpectedly passed away in 2017. Together, Jeff and I shared a passion for the Lima community, a passion that remains with me today. I continue to make Lima my home, and I volunteer with several community organizations. I've served on the board of directors of the Our Hale Family Foundation since its inception. Leo and Arlene Hawk started the Our Hale Family Foundation over 25 years ago as a means to direct their philanthropic efforts and focus them on the Lima community. The foundation's mission is to improve a community's quality of life by supporting projects and programs that impact the lives of families and children in the communities where we work and live. Today, 3 generations of Leo and Arlene's family work together to fulfill that mission. As a board member of the foundation, I'm honored to be here to represent our family at today's celebration. Many of you know our family has strong ties to the Lima community. We've owned and operated American Trim for over 60 years right here in Lima. Leo and Arlene raised their 4 children here, and my husband and I raised our 2 sons here. The Our Hale Family Foundation has a long history of funding projects that benefit the Lima community. For example, the beautiful Lima Stadium Park that has become a popular gathering spot for our community. So when the Lima Rotary approached us about supporting the amphitheater, we were definitely interested. We were impressed by the potential for this piece of property, and we could envision its community impact. Supporting the amphitheater is consistent with our family's commitment to bettering the Lima region. And so we enthusiastically agreed to partner with other community leaders to bring Rotary's vision to reality. Because of the efforts of so many, the amphitheater will become a destination for individuals and families of all backgrounds to gather and enjoy many events, concerts, plays, picnics, and the like. The amphitheater is a premier destination in our downtown, one that we can all be proud of. We are grateful to have been a part of this community-wide effort. Now I'd like to invite Abe Ambroza to come up and talk about the great programming that's going to happen here.
Hello, everybody. Excuse me. I was amazed by how many people were here when we were walking over after our Rotary meeting. It just goes to show you how much excitement and enthusiasm that there is about this new fantastic venue. If you don't know me, I'm Abe Ambroza. I'm the CEO of the Civic Center. And a couple of years ago, when this was being planned, the City of Lima and the Rotary Club approached me and asked if the Civic Center would be willing and able to handle the programming at a new amphitheater coming to downtown Lima. We were happy to be able to take on that responsibility, and we were privileged and just really overwhelmed with the fact that the city and Rotary valued the Civic Center enough to ask us to take that on. As far as the programming, we have, fortunately, we have a fantastic foundation that brings in a lot of great arts to the Civic Center already, and that Civic Center Foundation is who has stepped up to help bring in these three great shows that we have coming up here this weekend. On Thursday night, we have All for One. On Friday night, we have Al Jardine, and on Saturday night, we have Ian Munsick. So we have three very different shows coming in each of those 3 nights. One of the special parts about each of those is we also have local performers that are going to be able to open each of those nights. The very first performer actually is going to be Static Music on Thursday. So to have Static as a part of that evening is really something special to me, to be able to provide that opportunity for someone local. On Friday, we also have the Endorphins doing their 30-year anniversary this year. So they'll be a part of the opener for Al Jardine. And we also have another local guy, Kevin Ashba, as an opener that night as well. So if you came to Little River Band at the Civic Center last year, you saw Kevin Ashba that evening perform as the opener. And then on Saturday, we have 2 local young men, Liam Stolley and Derek Allen, both from Lima, currently live in Nashville, where they're recording music and playing at different venues around Nashville, coming back here to be the opener that evening for Ian Munsick. So we're really excited about this opening weekend, and we have a lot more to come in the future. I don't have a whole lot of things to announce today. I know the Chamber has an event on September 30th this year. It's going to be the Multicultural Expo, so keep an eye on that. That's going to be a really special event out here. But in the future, just as Janet said, this is going to be a destination for all kinds of events. We're going to have concerts out here. We'll have the Lima Symphony Orchestra out here, the Lima Area Concert Band potentially in the future. All kinds of potential for new shows and new things that can happen out here. I want to see those plays, Shakespeare in the Park. We wanted this to be open for people to come out here and grab a Kewpie and eat your lunch out here, throw a Frisbee around. However it can be used, we want to make sure that the space is available for that. And we have a lot of great ideas of how we're going to do that. For private events, if you are looking to book future events out here, you will book that through our offices. Our VP of Operations, Matthew Young, would be your point of contact to start on that process. And the next step that we also have is we have a committee. The mayor is a part of it. Kirk Niemeyer is on it. Tracy Sanchez, myself, and one more person I'm forgetting right now. That is going to be selecting different events that we will have each year that will be basically able to apply for a reduced fee to rent the space for different purposes, whether it's an arts organization or a fundraiser of another sort that we feel meets the needs and purposes of the space for it to be best be used. So we're extremely excited about the space. Can't wait to see it used. This weekend is here. It's going to be a bunch of beautiful days just like today with the weather. So if you haven't bought your tickets yet because you're worried about weather, get them now. Go to limaciviccenter.com to get your tickets. Now I'd like to invite Senator Matt Huffman up to speak as well.
Rule number 1, public speaking, is get to the microphone before the applause stops, so there's not that uncomfortable silence there. But that's, thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's always good to have a bag man in the audience. They're taking care of things. One of the great things about my job is that I get to take credit for spending other people's money. And I've had an opportunity to do that, well, starting back in the 90s when we worked on the parking garage up the street here. Senator Cobb was able to get funds to build a bridge across, and you look back and you see all the wonderful things that people have been doing in this community for 150 years. I mentioned to the Rotary Club Memorial Hall over here and the importance of that building and bringing it back. But today really is a recognition not just of the catalyst, Rich Rudolph, who had an idea, but Jan and all the other folks who have done wonderful work. And I want to emphasize, by the way, he may be here, the work that Speaker Bob Cupp did in making sure that that got done. It's a good thing that you have legislators who happen to be a president, senate, and speaker at the same time. I really love Lima. I love living here. And there should be, and I think there will be, a lot more to come in the way of these kinds of projects. I'd like to try to help. And it's been an absolute joy to work with Mayor Smith. You talk about an agenda. You haven't seen anything yet. We've had a couple meetings about the future, and there'll be a lot more great events like this under Mayor Smith's leadership. So look forward to that. So congratulations to everybody. Am I to introduce you, Mayor Smith? All right, here she goes. She's going to go up. I'm going to kind of stall for time a little bit. I found out that she has a whole lot of things listed. So she probably wants to keep these a secret and not explain to everybody what they are. You're going to come up? Yeah, this is all part of the whole routine. Just keep coming. So the first project is it's like $4 million. No, I probably shouldn't tell that right now. Okay, our great mayor, Sharetta Smith.
Thank you, Senator Huffman, for that introduction, as well as it's been a pleasure working with you these past months since I've been mayor. Won't let the cat out the bag, but I will say that today is just the beginning, and we should all be excited about what we've been able to accomplish together for Lima. So I'm honored to be here today to celebrate the opening of the brand new Greater Lima Region Park and Amphitheater here in our downtown. As we've already heard, today represents the culmination of years of in-depth planning and execution, the continued revitalization of our downtown. With so many people involved in this project, it is hard to recognize each and every one that played a part. Also, when you're last, most people have already been thanked. But I would be remiss if I did not specifically thank Rich Rudolph and the Lima Rotary Foundation for their vision and leadership, the state of Ohio, the Veterans Memorial Civic and Convention Center, all of our partners in economic development, including the Greater Lima Region, Allen Economic Development Group, and the Port Authority, and Lima City Council members. Donors that have already been mentioned, the City of Lima Public Works Department Engineering and Building Division, and the Lima Parks and Recreation staff that diligently works to maintain and improve Lima's green spaces like this beautiful new park. I am going to take a minute to call out the members of our Parks and Recreation Department just to specifically say thank you, because it is because of your work that this facility is ready for today. And so I'm going to call out Rick Stolley, Brett Cavan, Michael Coffey, Robert DeLille, Lydale Jackson, Rachel Kerber, Randy Colai, Joseph Link, Keith Mumper, Kelsey Pusley, and Brett Ream, and all of our seasonal staff. Thank you all for and for your commitment and dedication to maintaining this facility for all to use. Today is a testament of the strength of public and private partnerships. And as you look around today, you can see the fruit of that commitment. Block by block, we are transforming our downtown. And we're bringing to life the vibrancy, the culture, the tourism, but also the economic development and open spaces that showcase everything that we've always known about Lima. That is a great place to work, a great place to live, and also a great place to play. Generations from now, this park and this pavilion will stand as a lasting testament to the power of community partnerships, the vibrancy of life in our community, and again, what we can do together. So on that end, I'm going to give some people a heads up to come to the front if you're going to be cutting the ribbon, and invite the following officials to join me for the official ribbon cutting. Rich Rudolph, Tracy Sanchez, Senator Matt Huffman, Phil Buell, Leslie Fry, Abe Ambroza, Jed Mesker, and Kriegel family representatives.
Seeing you not only at the events the rest of this week, but in the future events. Again, go to pangolpavilion.com to purchase your tickets for this weekend. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.